good. And yourself?
Yeah, good, thank you. I just put you a surprise.
Oh, really?
Yeah, what do you reckon?
As I know you, it's probably a bottle of wine.
Oh, that's sure. It's not just a wine, it's a preservative-free wine. Have you heard about preservative-free wine before?
Yeah, I heard about preservative-free wines. They're becoming quite popular.
Okay.
Never heard about this brand, the Hero Zero, but yeah.
Yeah. Do you know how to make this wine, preservative-free wine?
I reckon I read few articles and did a bit of research, so I might try to explain it.
All right. I wonder whether how preservative-free wines has a long shelf life, like 2-3 years.
Yeah, some of them does, and you can apply different winemaking techniques, which I can explain you now.
Oh, that's great.
How do we make a preservative-free wine? So, to be honest, it's impossible to produce a 100% preservative-free wine because all yeast strains are producing some SO2 during the alcoholic fermentation stage. However, as winemakers, we can apply different techniques in which we can reduce or eliminate the need of SO2 additions and produce still a tasty and a stable product. First, and probably the most important thing to remember, is that we must use only the best quality of grapes, which means no pest or disease damage is accepted. Second, some harvest parameters can make our life easier in the winery. For example, low pH, moderate sugar levels will help to ensure a successful alcoholic fermentation. Also, high levels of phenolic compounds such as tannins, which are natural oxidants, will also benefit with the wine quality. In addition, it is important to pick the fruit by hand and prevent any damage to the bunches before they reach the winery, and the fruit should be chilled before it is processed. In the winery, the fruit should be handled reductively to prevent any oxidative effects. We all heard about glutathione, or GSH. So GSH is a tripeptide formed by L-cysteine, L-glutamate, and glycine, and is the most abundant non-protein thiol in living organisms. It is widely used in medicine, food, and cosmetics as a natural preservative, and recently was approved to use in winemaking by the OIV. GSH is drawing attention from winemakers because its ability to control oxidative spoilage damage and protect various aromatic compounds in wine. GSH is involved in redox control, detoxification, and sulfur metabolism. Also, it preserves varietal aromatic compounds and organoleptic qualities of wine. Thus, the use of GSH can partly replace sulfur dioxide as an antioxidant, impairing beneficial effects in terms of health of the consumer.
One of the main issues about preservative-free wines is microbial stability, predominantly Brettanomyces. One of the ways to achieve microbial stability without the use of preservatives or additives is the use of pulse electric fields. It works by inducing a current between two electrodes every half a second through the wine with an average contact time of 10 milliseconds per centimeter cubed. This equates to a treatment capacity of about 10 liters per second. Trials have shown that the greater the current, the more efficient it was at inactivating bacteria. But the increased current leads to a larger increase in temperature of the treated wine. The inactivation of bacteria is indiscriminate and will affect lactic acid bacteria as well, which might not be desirable for wild fermentation styled wines. Current issues faced with this technology is its power consumption. The higher the temperature of the medium, the greater its conductivity. This poses a challenge to winemakers as we try to keep the temperature of the wine lower. Simple alternatives should be used in managing bread, such as good sanitation practices, or depriving bread of any nutrients to further propagate, such as ensuring the wine is dry before going into barrel.
Let's see what's the purpose of adding sulfide to wine. SO2 protect wine from oxidation and inhibit microbial spoilage, which enhance the shelf life of the wine. And finally, it helps the wine to get to your palate in the best condition as possible. Addition of SO2 to wine and beer is permitted in most countries. The maximum limit is 250 milligrams per liter in Australian wine. Most wineries keep the SO2 level less than 150 milligrams per liter or low as possible. Addition of SO2 in winemaking is common in Australia, especially when following up the reductive winemaking technique. SO2 addition could be done at any stage of winemaking, starting from vineyard through to just before bottling. Next, we will see what are the drawbacks of addition sulfur dioxide to wine. Over addition could bleach the color of the red wine. It suppresses the aroma and flavor of the wine. It smells the sulfite like burnt matches. Moreover, the health concern of the consumer. According to Australian Society of Clinical Immunology and Allergies, sulfite can cause allergic-like reaction or intolerances, symptoms like wheezing, hay fever, and kind of skin rashes. Asthma symptoms are the most common adverse reaction of sulfur dioxide. Wheezing, chest tightening, and coughing are estimated to affect 5 to 10% of the people with asthma. In rare case, it can cause the anaphylaxis, the most severe type of allergic reaction. Inhaling SO2 may reflects contraction of airways. When drinking wine or beer, SO2 inhaled during the swallowing process. That may explain the rapid onset of symptoms. Apart from that, people believe SO2 gives a headache and hangover, but technically there is no link in between headache and SO2. If you are allergic to sulfite, you should not drink wine that has sulfite. Instead, you try preservative-free wines. According to Australian wine law, all wine containing greater than 10 milligrams per liter must have a statement added to the label. Presence of sulfite must be indicated on the label by code number 220 to 228 or statement contains sulfite.